Good morning. Well, it might not be morning when you're viewing this, but it's morning for me. I just left the gym, but I definitely wanted to create this presentation because I'm encouraging people to actually do their health assessments, to renew their health assessments. If you have been compromised by the weather, if your immune system is weakened and the weather change has gotten you sick, or your children sick, or they're back to school and you want to make sure that they stay healthy, doing the health assessment is great this time of the year. It is now the fall. I do my health assessment seasonally because things change. And then our exposure to certain environmental risks and hazards increase at certain times of the year. So right now I know here in the Midwest, we just had like a shift. As soon as September hit, the weather changed, and then I heard a lot of people saying that they were sick, children getting back to school, hadn't had colds in forever, and now of course they're sick. And that sort of environmental exposure we have to protect ourselves against. So I want to show you guys quickly how you do your IDLife assessment, and I'm going to use mine because I just recently updated mine, but I'm going to go through it again and include another new concern, because that's what it's all about. It's a partner, and whatever issues you might be facing, you can put them into your assessment so that you get the right nutrients for you. So let's see. I am going to share my screen, and I will make sure that you guys be able to see how the process goes. Let's see. Let me try this. I'll go here. All right. So I am Cynthia Flowers. I am a senior director in IDLife. My website address is advocatewellness.idlife.com. So if you are my customer or someone who's interested in checking out IDLife with me, you would go to advocatewellness.idlife.com, and you'd see this screen here that's up now. Okay, and then once you're there, guys, you're going to go to take assessment now. Or if you're looking to do the total IDLife experience, which is the 3 simple steps, 3 minutes a day, I use it. I'm actually going to be using my protein shake. I'm just back from the gym, so I just made my protein shake. I take my customized vitamins right after the gym, and I use Hydrate, which is a product that helps replenish electrolytes. All of that comes in the ID experience, and that's what helps keep me on track as it relates to my nutrition, my hydration. It also addresses concerns regarding sleep. So you can either take your assessment up top, take your assessment now. That's going to give you just your vitamin recommendations, or you can go to, let's see where it's at. This kind of scrolls, but it'll say start your experience. And when you do start your experience, it's going to give you your customized vitamin recommendations along with your choice of protein shake and Hydrate flavor. Okay, so this is where you go, advocatewellness.idlife.com. And when you're there, click, and you're going to create a private profile. I've already created my private profile, so you'll go through those steps, and then the next screens will give you the option to actually update your ID nutrition. So once I log in after my private profile, you'll see these tabs up top. Business, for those, that's an option for business partners, obviously. Communications, community reports, shopping, and ID nutrition. ID nutrition, my experience, and ID wellness are both valuable areas as well. But I'm going to ID nutrition right now because that's where I'm going to actually update my assessment. So just waiting for it to move along. Hope you guys are having a wonderful start to your fall. Hope everything's off to a great start for you guys. So here it's going to say individual health assessment. It gives me the option to start a new assessment, which is what I want to do. But just for those of us who've already started the assessments, done them multiple times, you'll just kind of see your track and your history here. You can update that assessment. It gives you a health score each time. It also shows you, your active delivery dates and when you last ordered. So all of that good information is under that ID Nutrition tab. All right, so I'm going to click on New Assessment, guys. That's where you'd go. Unless you've already started one and you just want to update that particular one. You can do that too if you haven't ordered anything yet. All right, so here, it starts with my personal profile. It's going to go through this series of questions: personal, dietary, lifestyle, physical conditioning, medical, and medications. And then it's going to make those final recommendations and allow me to view my cart to see how much my nutrients are and what the price would be on a monthly basis. So here, guys, just starting, do you regularly suffer from any allergies? Any of these particular ones listed below. I do not suffer from any allergies. Ragweed's listed. I know a lot of people have seasonal allergies that are triggered by ragweed. People might be allergic to peanuts or fish oil. You want to indicate any of those things here, because the ID assessment will make sure that it's not recommending things that contraindicate with your allergies. So you want to be as transparent as possible. Here we are now: family history, biological relatives. In my family, we have cardiovascular disease. No diabetes. That's pretty much it for us. No age-related macular degeneration related to just the eyes being impacted, I believe, too, by diabetes. It's impactful on our sight. I am African American, if you have not been able to tell, but it does take into consideration other ethnicities, because there obviously are, certain risk factors that are prevalent in different racial backgrounds, different ethnicities. Exposure to the sun, I'm running right now. I'm going to say I probably get each day. Each day. Exposure to the sun each day, 20 minutes to an hour is for what I'm going to say. It's now the fall, as that's what season we're in, and I'm in Illinois. Okay, great. All righty. The reasons why I would take nutritional supplementation. Well, pretty much for almost everything listed. There's, just not enough nutrients in our food. Increased energy, I'm pretty good on that. I'm not seeking that, but I know a lot of people choose nutrients for that reason, and it's been a benefit having my nutrients. Better quality sleep, I have that covered because I'm actually using the sleep strips. Don't have a particular condition that I'm looking to cover, but I'm just going to say, immune support. These are some of the things that nutrients would help me with. Doctor hasn't recommended it. So they talk about calcium, at my age, vitamin D supplementation. But yeah, I'll just say, that might be a reason. But for me, fighting premature aging, I'm filling nutritional gaps. Improving my digestion would be a reason. Long-term health goals, absolutely. Don't have a lot of stress in my life. Joint support's not that big of a concern right now. This changes seasonally, as I mentioned. High dose vitamin D3, not on that right now, but I do know people who are getting that weekly injection. Never had a need for that, but that people in my family have. So I am not trying to conceive. I am not pregnant nor breastfeeding. If you are, though, your nutrients will be tailored for you. They actually are, I think, better than any prenatal vitamins that are out there, because our nutrients actually have a very high quality folate. Great for neural development for our babies. Also helps to make sure that our pregnancy sticks. I don't know if you want to say, I have a miscarriage in my lifetime. I understand those challenges, but our nutrients actually have helped people to get pregnant. So go figure. All right. So here, do you suffer from premenopausal, perimenopausal symptoms? Gotta accept that one. Yeah, I'm there in my life. No hormone replacement therapies, though. None of those are applicable. And so I'm going to the next screen, dietary. All right. Oh, I didn't answer no. So it's not going to let me move forward if I didn't answer properly, or if I skipped something. All right. Dietary concerns are next. many 4-ounce servings of fruits do you typically eat daily? I am hitting my fruits and vegetables, honestly. Let's see. You can definitely take this because, for one thing, if I'm not closing my fruit and vegetable intake, I use a vegan shake to make sure that I, get those in. However, I am pretty much eating good right about now. I'm doing pretty well, and I keep fruits available for snacking. All right, so let's see, 4-ounce servings of vegetables, raw cooked. Definitely, I'd say, oh man, I've got to think about this. To be honest, I want to be very honest. 4 or more a day, I don't think I'm hitting that necessarily, although I'm on veggie and proteins right now. I'm going to say I am hitting 2 to 3 a day. Yeah, I'm going to go there. Do you regularly eat processed meats? Nope, don't do that. Cold water fatty fish, yeah, I'm definitely using that to get that in. Probably, definitely 2 servings a week. I can't eat the same thing all day, every day. But the tunas, the mackerels, the salmons, those are the high quality omegas in those fish, in the cold water fatty fish. I am consuming protein shakes and protein bars, probably 3 to 4 servings per week. Could be 5 per week. I think it's, yeah, 5 per week for sure. Sorry. Uh-oh, screen going crazy. All right. How many times per day do you consume sugar or other natural sweeteners, such as high fructose corn syrup or corn products? I'm not selecting and choosing those things, but sometimes they could be in things that you don't recognize. I have to say mine is pretty minimal because I'm aware and I'm looking and trying to avoid that. I'm going to go none, but I know if you were still drinking, sodas and things of that nature, you're definitely getting it. If you're pulling a juice, you're certainly getting perhaps some level of a high fructose corn syrup. So I try to avoid that. I'm using mostly water as a beverage, clean things, nothing with sugars added, definitely not adding any fake sugars. Okay, come on, screen. Trans fats. My consumption of trans fats as they relate to my cooking or eating habits. I want to say I don't consume trans fats. I try to be conscientious about the type of oils that I use. I'm not adding margarine to the dishes that I'm preparing. But, if and when I were eating out a little bit more, I'd probably have to say that I was, being exposed to trans fats, particularly if you're eating fried foods, going to, restaurants and things of that nature where, fast food, quick restaurants, the Sharks, the Popeyes and all that. But right now, I'm going to be optimistic and say I'm not consuming them. Let's see. I'm not on any formal diet plan, but there are diet plans that are listed here that you can select if you are. The next question is lifestyle. This takes about 10 minutes to complete. It's not very time consuming. It really, is just designed for you to be as honest as possible to get the best results that you can. And then of course, like I'm saying, it's seasonal. Things change, life happens, and you can adjust the assessment as things are happening for you. My current sleep is wonderful. It's being managed. How many alcoholic beverages do I typically drink per day? Definitely fewer than 1. I am never been a smoker. I'm not exposed to secondhand smoke. Let's see. My current level of physical energy is very high. I'm generally energetic and efficient. I'm not a professional, college, high school, or competitive athlete, although I'm training a lot. I probably could be in this category, but I'm going to say no. But that takes something into consideration in this assessment. There's thousands of algorithms that are placed into this assessment based on our answers to these responses. How would I describe my current level of stress? Low. I try to manage it. The tuition bills be coming left, right, things be happening. Life be trying to stress you out, but I'm not going down like that. Let's see. How would I describe my current level of mental energy? Very high, generally energetic and efficient. Average. I experience a lack of mental energy a couple days a week, or poor. Not there right now. physical conditioning, physical profile. This is going to take into consideration our height, our weight, because it's actually going to calculate our BMI. It's with the ID nutrition, your recommendations will be based on you. So it's individually designed. That's what ID stands for. It's not one size fits all. So when I put my height in and my weight, it'll know, exactly what I need for my body, which is wonderful. I'm 5'3", and today I was 160 pounds. Woohoo! Trying to get those next 5, but it's been work. Let's see. What description would I give my joint health? Let's see. If I were not taking anything. Now, I want to include some concerns about joint pain. So I'm going to say periodic intervals of some joint pain, and it's in my toes. It's crazy. In my toes. What description below describes my bone health right now? Pretty good, in good shape. Now, this is a good one for people who were just sick, or, the seasons are changing and you're concerned about immune system protection. Are you concerned about your level of immune system protection due to factors like airline travel, workplace exposure, cold or flu season? Honestly, I'm not really concerned because I've been shored up. I've been on my nutrients for a while. I have not had a common cold or the flu. However, because it's this season, I'm going to say yes. And I want to see, exactly what's recommended to protect us against that. Do you commonly have any digestion problems, such as gas or bloating or bowel irregularities? No. Well, you know what? I'm going to see. On my last assessment, I did say I do have some low discomfort because I definitely wanted to have something recommended to make sure that you're regular, because that's a common concern for many people. I'm going to raise my hand on that one. I'm doing my assessment, being honest, being transparent, so that this is really about you. It is individually designed. So be honest, really put what's bothering you so that you get the results and the recommendations that you need so that you are the best version of you. Here on medical conditions, guys, I always want to encourage people, particularly if it's your first time taking the assessment, to go through the alphabet, because this is about complaints, symptoms, conditions. It's not just something that you've been diagnosed with. So, things in the A's, we have acid reflux, acne, attention deficit disorder, Addison's disease is in here, adrenal insufficiency, age-related cognitive decline, AIDS, alcoholism, allergic bronchitis, Alzheimer's, dementia. Dementia is really common. Definitely there's nutrients that can help with that. Anemias are in here, anxiety, arrhythmias, arthritis. So because of that issue that I have in my toes, I started running and I feel this discomfort in my toes. It has not been diagnosed as arthritis, but because of my age, I'm actually wanting to put that there because I want to see what might help with that inflammation and see if it makes my toe feel better. By the time I'm, into my second mile or so of running, I don't experience it, but when I start out, I feel that. So I want to see, what's recommended. Alrighty, so let's go into the B's: back pain, bipolar disorder, blindness, bloating. So I just want you to know some of the things that are here. Blood pressure that's elevated, blood sugar elevated, benign prostatic hyperplasia that's related to the enlarged prostate for, men. Breast cancers here. These are things that I know people personally are struggling with these things. So if you put that in your assessment, you're going to get the nutrients that are recommended just for you. And this is all about protection, addressing some of those concerns that you have, symptoms that you might have, and hopefully helping you to feel better. So in the C's, guys, cardiomyopathy, cardiovascular disease, carpal tunnel syndromes here. And this changes. I've seen, different things added because it's based on clinical studies, scientific evidence. If there's, new research and information that shows the value of a nutrient, our assessment is taking that into consideration and it's updating so that you have what you need. All right, chronic constipation, kidney disease, chronic pain, colds, colitis, colon cancer. Man, so much of everything in here. All right. So I'm going to say, this is honest, being honest, not congestive heart failure. So that one got there accidentally. But, you know, if you're not eliminating every day, I have to be honest, that's considered constipation. So definitely want to include that in my assessments. That's something that I'm challenged with. So being honest, sorry. Too real for you, being real. All right, D's, depression. Seasonal depression, common in areas where, you know, we don't get as much sun in the wintertime. So if that's a concern, it's about to change. Guys, put that on your assessment so that you feel better, you treat people better, and it's really about you. Diabetes, diabetic neuropathy, diarrhea, Down syndrome, ulcers, dry eye. Guys, everything is on here. In the E's, eczema, erectile dysfunction. You know what? If it's a nutrient for it, if it can help, you know, make you feel better, your partner feel better, let's put it on here. All right. Let's see. F's, fibroids. I did suffer from that before. I know a lot of ladies who do. That's on here. You want to definitely put that, you know, include that. So guys, just for the sake of time, I'm going to move forward, but just understand, go through the alphabet, because if it's not something that you're impacted with, you may know somebody else who suffers from a particular condition, and you can tell them, hey, do that assessment. You know, we know it's only a matter of time before everybody will be individually designed. One size fits all is not the way to go. We are looking for something that is customized for us, that is, first of all, high quality, pharmaceutical grade nutrients that actually get into our system, do what they're designed to do, help us to feel better, close those nutritional gaps, and make sure that we're, again, at the best version of ourselves, optimized. Headaches, migraine headaches. I have a family member who's just telling me they suffer from migraine headaches. You know, let's put that on your assessment so you see what nutrients would help you with that. All right, hepatitis, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, HIV is in the H's, hot flashes, gotta claim that one. All right, so there we go. All right. Those are pretty much all that I want to claim right now. I really wanted to add that arthritis, that toe pain, discomfort, because I know there's anti-inflammatories that will be recommended for that. All right, so I'm going to move on. The next screen is medications. So I am not on any prescription meds right now, but if you are, you can put the medication name in the search bar. If it's on the in our profile, it's going to come up. Sometimes I'll search for the generic name so that make sure that, you know, I'm not missing it. If it doesn't come up, if you don't remember it, you can, you know, just open up another screen, search for the name of that medication, and add it onto your profile. So things like acetaminophen is on here. If you're taking an aspirin a day for cardiovascular concerns, your hypertension medication, please put it on here. Even though, you know, you feel like your blood pressure is managed because you're on a med, you still are hypertensive if you're taking that medication. It's managed, but you should definitely put, you know, that you have high blood pressure, and then you put the medication that's managing it currently. I will tell you, I have friends and business partners who, you know, they were on quite a few medications, and as they started closing their nutritional gaps and addressing those concerns nutritionally, things were starting to happen. They were starting to lose weight. They were starting to have more energy. They started to walk, exercise more. They, you know, and then this started to change their pattern. When they went to the doctor, they didn't need as much of a particular medication, to the point that they even got off of some meds. So that to me is a phenomenal win, and I encourage you to close your nutritional gaps first, because nutrients, nutraceuticals for me is much better than pharmaceuticals. I'd rather do prevention. I'd rather deal with making my body function the way that God has intended for it to function before I go to a pharmaceutical solution. However, if you are currently on a pharmaceutical solution, do not stop. Continue with that, incorporate your nutrients, continue to follow and visit your doctor, and guess what? Good things are likely to happen. I'm not going to make any claims about, you know, preventing, curing, or treating any disease, but I'm telling you, I have enough evidence for me to believe that this is the way to go, guys. Take it from me. All right. So the next step for me is viewing that cart. Let's see what is recommended. I love to see the recommended daily allowance panel. And my health score. My health score is now 87 based on those concerns that I added. It's going to show me exactly what my nutrient recommendations are here. My morning strip pack, basic AM, osteo advance, a probiotic is recommended in the morning, and spirulina. In the evening, my recommendations are antioxidant, a basic PM, which is a combination of a lot of great things, omega, osteo advance, probiotic, vitamin D, and vitamin D plus cofactors, and women's health. All righty. So I just want you to know each of these nutrients, you can click on the why button to understand why. I hadn't had a probiotic added in the morning. Oh, and now the reason I'm getting that is because I answered that I wanted to protect my immune system more. So the probiotic is recommended. It's one of those good bacteria for our gut. And immune system, man, I just learned like 70% of our immune system is managed through our gut. Go figure. All right, so that is very much so helpful why that's recommended. In the evening, I'm getting that probiotic again, and I know that's for digestive health. Okay, so that's cool. Got it. Understand why it's recommended for me, and I love this because it's exactly what I need for my body. This, guys, I really want you to understand. This recommended daily allowance panel, this shows everything that you're getting, how much vitamin A, how much vitamin D. It shows you if it's in your morning pack or if it's in your evening pack. But a lot of these nutrients, you would know that you're getting this much of an and the highest quality available. But just know, look at your panel to see exactly what you're getting, and the thiamine, the riboflavin, the folate. Biotin is recommended. I know a lot of ladies like that. Hair and nails, biotin is going to be included in the nutrients that I'm getting. So some of the things like our women's health, the AM, basic AM, the basic PM is a combination of some essential nutrients. And so you can see everything and when you look at the nutrition panel, which is off to the right, manganese, chromium, everything that you need, alpha lipoic acid, chlorella, gosh, guys, some of everything good to make the body function well. So you know what, guys? That's pretty much it. That's really how it works. You'll see your health score here. You can download your free health report, and you can see the price for your nutrients. My ID Nutrition costs $110 per month. However, I am an independent associate, so I get my nutrients at a 30% discount. So it costs me monthly $77.31. $2.58 a day is my average daily cost, and I can't beat that with a stick. I could not go to the store and buy all of those things that I just showed you as in my ID Nutrition for $2.58 a day. I know people who are going to stores who, you don't know the quality or whether you're getting what they say you're getting on that bottle or not. And they're spending way more than $77.31. So guys, that's pretty much it. I wanted to walk you through completing your ID nutrition assessment. I encourage you to get it done. We're in a new season. This is fall. This is a great time to actually complete your assessment. And I just think that this is something that everybody should do for themselves. So please take advantage of it. I look forward to helping you, answering any questions. Again, I'm Cynthia Flowers. I'm a Senior Director with IDLife, and my website for your convenience is advocatewellness.idlife.com. Talk to you guys. Bye.